Rush Cyberfunk. If all you want to know is if this game lives up to the hype and is a proper successor to Jet Set Radio Future, yes, this is the game I waited 20 plus years for it and it's probably even better than both of them. I have tried many spiritual successors, but none of them really matched what I was looking for. However, had the polish and budget, but lacked the solid gameplay foundation and tried to make it work with a skill tree and a rewind feature. Butterflies had a good foundation for gameplay but lacked the polish. Neon Tail is still an early access game and arguably still lacks both. Only King is stuck on a weird arcade and is only a racing game. We don't talk about Roller Champion. So, when I first saw BRC being announced, I was quite skeptical since Reptar Games had only made a fighting game before, but they clearly had the passion, time and budget to deliver something decent. But I never expected this. This is everything I ever wanted. It's got smooth movement, a wide variety of character designs, an insane soundtrack, a ton of hidden collectibles that made me scratch my head for hours, amazing graffiti art that was submitted by fans, mission variety, cool consensus, insane boss fights, and actual notoriety system. The point system actually makes sense and requires skill while still being accessible but not too complicated like a Tony Hawk game. All the levels are unique and stand out from each others and are connected. And the story isn't just a copy of JSR. They actually tell a very interesting story even though some parts don't fully make sense. There's 3 classes, there's barely any bugs and the game is a complete experience. It's insane how good this game is. I feel like this is a dream. It handles great, it looks great, it sounds great, but there's some parts that are quite there. Levels feel pretty sparse compared to GSR or even GSRF. I don't just mean in activities to do sort of way, we'll get into that. I mean it feels like it's missing a lot of pedestrians and clutter. And while the maps are bigger, it just means they're bigger, not better and kinda lifeless. You can swap between skateboard, rollerboards and BMX, but this doesn't actually change anything from what I can tell. Handling is the same, tricks are the same. There's some bites you can only access by having the BMX because a door literally won't let you in otherwise. Not sure if there's equivalent for the skateboard or rollerblades, but it does really boggle my mind why they bother it when it's the equivalent of denying you access to an area unless you've got an orange shirt skin equipped, since the different transportation methods are basically just skins. This is pretty disappointing. You can also run around, which has been seriously underutilized. There's rarely any need to put your vehicle away unless you need to side under something or do combat. Graffiti has been lobotomized compared to GSR2. Now it's essentially a menu where you select which graffiti you want by pointing your stick in different directions. This is not an improvement on the GSR games. Trick system is you press X, Y or B to do a trick, RT to manual, LT to boost, lean left or right into rail turns to boost and get a bigger multiplier. The manual system and leaning is a welcome addition to the mechanics of JSR, but it's all a bit easy to keep a huge combo going. Which trick button you use makes no difference, and at the same time there's no need to keep a huge combo going because you're just supposed to be looking for things to tag. If you do want to do a big combo, you'll end up having to go back for the tech points you missed, while not being rewarded in any way for racking up a massive score. In the world there's graffiti patterns, palette swaps and songs to collect, and some lines you follow to hi-fi some robots along a set path. There should have been more stuff like this. It's way more fun than just looking for collectibles. Think Tony Hawk style goals. I want that but with JSR. just something fun to do that isn't tech hunting. The combat is stinky, it feels light and unimpactful. It has some weird flow to it and generally looks silly, since there's literally just one animation for each attack button, and I honestly rather it just wasn't in the game. Let me just spray paint them and embarrass the police into submission or something. I don't know. You think after all this berating of properly every mechanic in this game I'd hate it, but I don't, I had fun. It just should have been much more, as it is rife with seemingly obvious improvements that could have been made to the formula that just weren't. Like you can do a lot of cool things and flourishes, but they contribute nothing to the actual gamepad. I honestly don't even care that TOTK and whatever came out this year, this is my game of the year. Thank you guys for watching this review, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.